If you're struggling with constipation, you may be wondering whether certain foods could be making things worse. But the truth is, there is no one universal list of foods that everyone with constipation needs to avoid. But some eating patterns and food choices can contribute to constipation, particularly when they replace fiber-rich foods and fluids. Hi, I'm Anne, a registered nutritionist and certified health coach. Today we're going to be looking at some eating habits and foods that may not be helping your constipation. Number one, highly processed, low-fiber foods. One of the biggest things to look at is not a particular food, but a diet that's consistently low in fiber. If most of your meals and snacks are made of highly processed, low-fiber foods, you may be missing out on the fiber that your gut needs. A low-fiber eating pattern may contribute to constipation. Number two, loss of refined grains. Refined grains are not bad foods, but they generally contain less fiber than their whole grain counterpart. If most of your diet is made up of refined grains, then your overall fiber intake may be lower. Number three, loss of processed meats. Processed meats such as bacon and sausages contain little or no fiber. So if they're frequently replacing foods like beans, lentils, vegetables, whole grain, or other plant foods, your overall diet will become lower in fiber. The point isn't never eat bacon, but think about what these foods are replacing in your overall diet. Number four, loss of ultra-processed snack foods. These foods can be part of a balanced diet, but if they are replacing the legumes, the whole grains, the fruit, the vegetables, the nuts and the seeds most of the time, you may not be getting enough fiber. Number five, not enough water. Although water is not a food, but I'll mention it because it's an important part of the picture, especially when you're increasing your fiber intake. It's important that you're drinking enough water because water helps fiber to do its job. Remember, when you're increasing your fiber, increase it gradually and make sure you're drinking enough water. So what to eat instead? So instead of white bread, try whole grain or wholemeal bread. Instead of crisps or biscuits, try a fruit with a few nuts or seeds. Instead of pastry for breakfast, try oats with some berries, some chia seeds and flax seeds, or you can have some eggs with some veggies with it as well. Instead of a meal dominated by processed meat, you can try some veggies with some beans or lentils, with some whole grain and a protein source. This is not about creating a long list of forbidden foods. It's about creating more room for foods that are rich in fiber and foods that are minimally processed into your everyday diet. And remember, constipation isn't always about what you're eating. If constipation is severe, persistent, or if it's accompanied by symptoms such as blood in your stool, unexplained weight loss, significant abdominal pain, or vomiting, it's important for you to speak to your doctor. If you like more practical guidance, my book Goodbye Constipation, The Complete Natural Guide to Lasting Relief, goes into much more detail about nutrition, lifestyle, fiber, and practical strategies to help to support a healthy bowel function. You can find the link in the description. So rather than think about foods you can never eat again, think about foods you can add more of into your diet, like fiber-rich plant foods, nuts, seeds, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and enough water. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and join me next Wednesday for another practical nutrition video.